This story keeps more layers keep being added to this story. After being terminated from CNN, former anchor Chris Cuomo is now facing sexual harassment allegations. Now, workplace attorney Deborah Katz plans to share supporting documents, accusations by a former colleague of Cuomo's at ABC News, where the alleged harassment happened. Katz said, "My client came forward at this time because she felt in sharing her story and related documentation, she could help protect other women." She added that the women would like to remain anonymous. Now, these allegations are from 2000. He worked there 2006 to 2009. What are your thoughts about these allegations, this new allegation coming out now? Al, do you want to start on this one?
Well, the allegations are the same as Bill Cosby. A lot of Bill Cosby's allegations were 20 and 30 years ago. We didn't care. We wanted the same justice from those years ago as if it happened 2 weeks ago. I think with this particular case, though, when you hear the name Deborah Katz, you know you're in trouble. And that's why CNN was quick to pull the trigger. And also, in addition to Deborah Katz, we heard that Cravath, the law firm, is the one who actually went through all the documents that he had exchanged with his brother's office, as well as the text messages. And they are the one that came back to CNN and actually suggested or recommended termination. And, Cravath is the #1 law firm in the country. So they're going to do what they say they're going to do because they did the research.
Q, what do you think about this?
This is just a very unfortunate fall from grace. I don't know what to feel. A large part of me feels like this is a hit piece, that somebody put a hit out on Cuomo to take him out. They're doing a very good job. The other part of me is they're hitting you with stuff that you did. I mean, and I guess you have to pay the piper. It's just sad all the way around. I really loved Chris Cuomo. And just to see his legacy just completely tarnished like this and him to go out so, disgracefully, it saddens me.
Right.
I hate how inconsistent things are as far as like the punishment, right? Like for some people that get found guilty of rape, there'll be judges that will say, it's inappropriate to really ruin this man's life. So we're just going to not let him off with, whatever. And then others get their entire life taken away from them from an allegation of a grazing against a buttocks or touching of an arm. And I'm not diminishing what this woman says she went through, but I hate when I hear sexual harassment getting punished more harshly than rape.
Well, in this case, he was not being punished for the sexual harassment because sexual misconduct. I'm sorry. He's being punished for lying to his boss and for, jeopardizing his journalistic integrity. That's what Cravath actually did the research on and determined that not only did he violate multiple policies at CNN, but there was nothing that they could do to protect him at this point because he had flat out lied to the head man in charge.
Well, then also you hear about Chris Cuomo saying that they're saying that he's going to be suing CNN for his the remainder of his contract, and that he said that he had made them aware of exactly what he did. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great PR.
I always think it's good when you can sue and get the remainder of your contract, is you get paid to sit on your ass and not do nothing and get the rest of your money. It sounds like a win-win for me, especially considering the fact that Chris is such a high profile. This is not like he's just some lonely staff writer for the Sun Sentinel and he can go get another staff writer job at some newspaper in Idaho. Like when you're Chris Cuomo and you lose a job like this, there really is no other job for you to get no time soon. So I hope that man do get his money and get to go sit down. What's the man name? Matt Lauer. Didn't Matt Lauer get all his money and disappear from the face of the planet? We ain't heard from him in years.
I think he did get paid.
Brian Gumbel.
Yeah. What Brian Gumbel did? What he had did? Ain't he?
Where is he?
Yeah, what was his issue?
He touched somebody.
I don't think so.
I can't remember. I think it was like they were saying he was hard to work with or something. But you remember at one point he was at the top of his game. You couldn't touch him. And then next thing you know, they plucked him off the network and we haven't heard much of him since then. I've seen him conduct some independent interviews and stuff. and work behind the scenes, but I haven't seen him in front of the camera in a long time.
Yeah, wasn't he doing that 30 for 30? Wasn't that him?
Something like that.
30 for 30, the exposés.
Chris Cuomo probably can go over to Netflix or something or start a podcast, child. I mean,
he left his Sirius radio show too. I'm like, everything.
Some people fired him. They just let him say that.
Yeah. I think Chris Cuomo, there's a lot of opportunities out there still. He has too many people that still want to see him on television.
Right.
Like us.